Hey, Boss Gunny here. Today we are reviewing the SK2 Toys Power of the Primes Abominus Hands and Feet Upgrade. As you can see, that's everything that came with it. This is the box it came in. As you can see, there's nothing on it. This kit did not come with any instructions, so if I get anything wrong here, don't shoot the messenger. First thing we're going to look at is these big weapons of destruction. They're very nicely detailed. Notice there's a peg hole right here for something. Of course, it doesn't tell me what. On the back side, again, you have an opposite peg hole, but again, doesn't tell me what it goes for. And if you look at the other gun, the two guns don't connect together, so it's not for them. Alright, let's take a look at the hands. On first inspection, I thought these were just a regular, run-of-the-mill, two-joint finger-hand combo thing. But this does transform. So all you do is you take the pieces between the two fingers and you split it. It folds over. And this folds down. And I'm guessing the back end of the fingers kind of roll up like this. Just like that. And it's some kind of blaster I'm guessing one of the other robots can hold. So that's pretty cool. Now the feet are the same thing. You had to split these things in half. They come apart. You fold the piece over. I guess you tuck this in. And the piece down here folds down. And it's really weird looking oversized blaster. Now this does have another peg on the other one. This one does one, but the other side has this one here as well as this one here, so I don't know what this one does. It is not part of the feet transformation, but again, it's the same thing. It folds over. I guess you can collapse this in, and this comes down, and you can hold it like that, I guess. Or in this case, you can turn this one over and you can either hold it at the peg joint here, or you can hold it from this side like this. Now, I bought this because I didn't like the way Abominus stood, and I wanted two hands that were the same color. And as you all know, the Power of the Primes doesn't address that issue, so that's just awesome. So now, I thought this was going to be really great. It's kind of cool that the hands and feet become weapons, but it does affect how they do the job that they're supposed to do, which is unfortunate. Here's a size comparison of the Power of the Primes foot versus the SK2 foot, so it's a better sizing in my opinion. As you can see with this one, I don't know if you see the camera, that this thing does not really close well, so, and it doesn't lock back here either. So this is kind of iffy. The hands, as I said, the hands are great. The gun transformation isn't necessary, but the hands suffer from this post here that goes into the figure. This thing actually swivels, which is, you would think would be great, but it really isn't, because, and I'll show you later what happens. The good thing about the hands is that there is a gun port right there. So you can take the gun and it just goes right in. And you can just close the fingers right in. It's not going anywhere. Alright, now we're going to attach the feet to the legs. Now, I've taken mine off my Abominus already, because getting these things to attach is really a pain sometimes. Because this piece here, the connector piece, it tilts and swivels, so, and the thing doesn't stay together. And as you can see with mine doesn't stay together here either, so it's a very challenging thing to do, because you really have got to work to press to put it on there. There we go. And as you can see, it's on there, but again, look at that. It just won't stay open in the big gap between the foot, and that's as far as it goes. So there's the first one. And again, I took them off to make this easier, because doing it while it was on the figure was almost impossible. Now this one was a little bit easier because this guy stays together a little bit better. It plugs in. That one was easy, but again, it's as far as it goes, and as you can see, there's a big gap there, and the foot doesn't want to close. So there's that. Now for putting him back together, we're going to slide those on. Of course, everybody knows how this works. Oh, of course, the camera. There's one foot. And come on. There is. Come on, get in there. It's always the camera. There's the second one, finally. And you would think with these bigger base he would stand a bit better, but there he goes. He kind of stands, but again, his foot just turned on its own, and the peg just swiveled, so now he's leaning. So this foot peg combination is very problematic at best. And as you can see, I had this on here before, and it's on the camera now, so it doesn't want to stay on there. Oh, look, it came off. Crap. Okay, we finally got him to stand correctly for the moment, and now we're going to try to put the hands on. And as I said, the hands are nicely articulate, but they can be a little difficult to put into the post because this post should not move. I'm just going to force it in there, and then okay, there's one hand again. This kit does not make him any stabler, so it's a pain to get him to stand. And then take the other hand, and as you can see, I've got Ripper Snapper's tail pulled out, and there's a reason for that. Plug in this other hand. Alright, that went in real easy. Alright, as you can see, he's just all over the place, so this guy's a real pain. I'm tempted to try this kit on my Victorion to see if it works any better, but we'll see. Now, as you can see, the hands tilt at the plug, so they go like this, which for posability, I guess it's a great thing, but when it comes to putting his weapons in hand, this is where the problem exists. That they really went wrong with it. The gun plugs in. Nope. Here goes. And there goes the hand. So he's got these giant weapons of destruction, and he cannot hold it up. Let's close the fist around it, and that's it. I'm holding it, and there it goes. And the other hand's the same way. So even it's a good kit for looks, I guess, if you can get it to pose. I've gotten it to pose. Here's a trick. See, even by holding his hand up, you can see at the joint here, it's bending the hand down. So what you do here, you put his hand up, take Whippersnapper's tail, and use it as a prop to prop the hand piece up. But as I said again, the hands and the limbs themselves can't hold the guns up, and the feet make him even more unstable than he was before. Like I said, the only thing I can think that this peg hole is for is to plug his old feet into, and adding on to it, making it a bigger blaster. But again, what's the point of doing this when he can't hold it? So, as far as a cheap kit, if you want something cheap that you're not planning on putting guns in, you just plan on using it for a couple basic poses, I guess so. But if you want it to do anything better than what it did before, it's other than waving at you, that's about the only thing it's going to do better. But otherwise, this kit's really nothing to write home about. And as I said, I have gotten him to hold his gun like that. Because again, to get him to stand, to hold it up is a pain. That's about it. That's about all you can do to get this guy to hold this thing. So, I wouldn't recommend this kit. If you can find a better one, I would. Just, no, not this one. Maybe on their next one, they'll do better, but this is for a looks-only kit, and that's about it. So, that's all I got today. It's Boss Gunny. Over and out.